We are finishing my man's sleeve right here. We literally just have to cap off the top, and then I think we got a little gap in the back of his arm. You know, it's always a good day when we get to finish projects. It's what we live for. It's what we do this for. Let's do this. Hello, everybody. It's nice to see everybody here with me today. It's fucking no one here. So this is actually the piece that we started off with right here. And this is kind of how it grows. I think we went from here to here, right? Yep. So we went from here, and then we did this. We kind of blended a wave into a skull right here. Some writing in the background, something real creative and real dope. I really like how the skull fucking healed. Yeah, then we jumped up here, did another female face, another blend, just because it kind of like goes with this one right here. And it just the flow of everything, and his skin is just taking this ink so well. And then we just jumped into this inside just recently. That healed pretty fucking awesome, I'm not gonna lie. But now that this is all gonna tie together, we're gonna knock out this top part right here and this little gap right here. So how layers tend to play out in a sleeve is kind of everything. Like how one thing is gonna layer over the next. A lot of people like, oh, I don't know how it's gonna like flow into the next piece, and it's just all about how something's gonna lay over one thing and the other thing's gonna lay over the other, or one's gonna be behind it, something's gonna go through it, and you just gotta keep that in mind as you're adding on to your pieces, because there's a lot of ways that you can kind of cut off your options based on how you end off a tattoo. A lot of people will do too much, like if I were to come up too high on this with tree or anything, if I would have came up too high on this piece right here, definitely would have cut off all our options for capping this off the right way. But the way we did it, I think this whole sleeve has been pretty smooth as far as figuring out what we're gonna do with it session by session. And this time's not gonna be any different. I got the right sizes, and we're just gonna make these a stencil now. We're doing things a little backwards today. It's not a bad thing, it's just different. Different is good. Back to what I was saying about aesthetics. The rose is gonna be the main thing that's gonna be seen when you're looking at the outside of his arm. So we wanna place that one first and make sure we get that to exactly where it's gonna look good. And then everything else falls around it. So like this crease, this edge of this goes right into his armpit. I don't like anything that lines up with that right there. So all we're gonna do is just kind of customize that petal a little bit so that it doesn't just perfectly line up with that armpit crease. It doesn't make a big difference, but I mean, if you could literally like choose, I would choose not to have that go directly right there. Today, as well as every day, I'm using my Spectra Halo 2. This is like my go-to machine. Me and this machine are kind of like this right now. Like, it's working for me great. You know, I don't have any problems with it. FK Irons is a great company, and they make the dopest machines in the tattoo industry. If you can't do a good tattoo with the FK Irons machine, then it's you, it's not the machine. I'm also gonna have my Neo Tat out for today. I just like to jump back and forth sometimes, whether I'm lining or I'm shading. The Halo 2 definitely does everything, but you know, I just like to have fun with it, so I'm just gonna set this up just in case I feel like using it. But yeah, that's my daily machines that I use every day. You always gotta wrap your machines. When you're using grips on cartridge only machines, you have to be very, very meticulous when it comes to wrapping these. See how this goes up and over the machine like this? This acts as a bag, a machine cover and a grip cover. Now I wrap my grips with gauze tape just because I like my grips thicker. Brand new one every time. And make sure you get it all the way up to the hole. Perfect grip. Perfect setup. We're both tired and we both feel fulfilled. It was a great session and I'm looking forward to his other sleeve. Couldn't turned out better, exactly how I wanted it to be since I envisioned it from the gates. I'm just kidding, I did not envision this entire thing from the start. I get jealous of people's sleeves when I'm done with them because I have shitty sleeves. And now this guy is shining. He's shining, we got him shining. And young man, you are good.
Thank you.